it's Mr. G. I'm going to tell you what I want you to do for your CJA admin final project, okay? And I'm trying to go real slow and break it down so you'll understand what I want. And again, if you have any questions, text me and let me know, and or send me an email to my personal email that's listed at the top of the page in your lessons, and let me know you have questions with it, and I'll help you out. Okay, for this project, I am going to play the role of the city manager. You are going to play the role of chief of police. What I want you to do is think of one program you would like to create for community outreach, meaning you want to create a program that will help bring the community in with the police department. It could be to create a citizens police academy. It could be for the police department to go to the schools and create a educational program, or like a after school club for the kids in school to participate in, to learn about police officers and what they do, those kind of things. It could be where you have people go and speak to different community groups each month. It could be a program like I created when I was a chief of police, where our dispatchers each morning had a list of elderly people or shut-ins that they would call, and you could volunteer to have your name put on there, and they would call you every morning just to make sure you were okay and ask if you needed anything. And it was a good way for us to just let the community know we care about them, but for those shut-ins or the elderly, to have somebody to check on them every morning and to make sure they got up and everything was going okay with them. Think of a program like that you think would be a good idea to implement in your local community as a police department or sheriff's department. And then I also want you to kind of do some research and think of how much it might cost, how many officers may be involved, all the criteria that goes along with it, how you're going to set it up, those kind of things. And write out your idea in a paper form and send me how much you think it will cost, those kind of things. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to create a proposal, and you're going to send that to me for approval as the city manager, for you to start that program, to make sure we have the budget money, those kind of things, and it's something the community would be comfortable with you doing. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. So come up with a program. Write me out a proposal explaining what that program is going to be. Like I said, it can be something simple, like an after-school program where you're going to meet each month with the other clubs that meet. Come up with a name for it, the kind of things you're going to teach in it, that kind of stuff. Do a program where you may go to the various churches, civic groups, those kind of things, and give speeches. If you do that, tell me what kind of topics you're going to speak on and what you're going to do and how many officers it's going to take to do that. Or do like I did, where I had a Calling the Elderly program, and we just called it the Are You OK program. And the elderly or shut-ins, or really anybody in the community that just wanted to be checked on every morning, could put their name on a list, and our dispatchers would call them every morning and just say, hey, you're okay? Do you need anything? What can we do for you today? And write it up. Tell me how you're going to do it, how many officers it's going to take, how many hours per every 2-week pay period it's going to take to man it, approximately what it may cost to do it. And you may have to do some, and some of these numbers you may have to estimate on. But you can go and do some research and try to figure out what's the average pay per hour for a deputy or a police officer or that kind of stuff on Google. Write me that proposal and email it to me, okay? And I'd like, if you're graduating, I need to have it by Thursday. I know that's kind of short, crunch. What? I have to have graduating grades in by Monday, on the 5th by 2 p.m. So get it to me as quick as you can. If it's Monday morning before you get it to me, I'll grade it and get your grade in. I just won't have as much time to spend on it. It'll be kind of rushing. So if you're graduating, have it to me no later than first thing Monday morning. I'd like to have them by Thursday so I can spend some time on it. The reason I'm saying Thursday is if you send it to me on Thursday, I want you to correct something, I can send it back and say fix this. If you wait till Monday morning and I get it, I got to grade what you send to me. Okay? Now, keep in mind, this semester's been crazy, not because of you guys. I know some of you haven't been able to get on. Then some of you are behind. I got really behind. I had some personal issues show up with my illness and then family relocating. So I know this semester's been really crazy. Because of that, I'm putting a lot of weight on this final project. So if you knock this out of the park, not a problem. You're going to do great this semester. Okay? So do the very best you can. A lot of your grades are going to come from this final project. Do it. Send it to me. Let me grade it, and life will be good. If you send it to, the earlier you get it to me, the more chance I have to get it back and say, hey, work on this to pull your grade up. So you may send it to me and it'd be a B, and I say, hey, if you'll fix these areas and get it back to me, you may be able to pull it up to an A. Okay? So work on it, get it to me at either one of my emails, either my personal one, which is my last name, then my first name at Gmail, or my school, which is my first name initial and my last name at South Georgia Tech, which is D Godwin at southgatech.edu. So either one of those, send it to me. I'll grade it more back and forth. But get to work on it now. Again, if you're graduating, I have to have it by Monday morning to get it graded and get your grades in. If not, I have to have it by Wednesday to get your grades in. Okay? Any questions, let me know. Get to work on it, knock it out, get it to me. Let's get through this semester. Next semester is going to be much better. I promise you. I'm going to be healthy. Life is going to be great, and we're going to have a good time next semester. Thanks, guys. Let me know if you need anything, and I'll be looking for your papers.